Wrestling fans, what's going on, man? It's Black Couch Booking here with a brand new video. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. And if you're old to the channel, you already know the vibes, man. Follow me on Instagram at Real Black Couch Booking. And if you want to join my Discord, links in the description down below. Next week, we will be having some videos that involve you guys. But you must be a part of the Discord in order to give your input. Hot takes and dream matches videos coming next week. But you got to join the Discord and comment in those tabs. But anyway, man, let's have a conversation, bro. I'm ready to have a conversation. Trick Williams. So let me say this, right? When I said Trick Williams wasn't ready, people were saying, no, we got to hurry up and get Trick Williams to the main roster. He ready for the main roster. Now that I'm saying, let's put Trick Williams on the main roster, y'all saying, no, he not ready. He going to get the same treatment that Carmelo Hayes, triple this, triple. So, y'all switched up on me. It's cool, though. We're going to have a real conversation. I want to have a conversation with you. Let me make a spot for you real quick. Feel me? My pillows, all these pillows. All right? Sit right next to me, gang. So listen up, right? Listen up. Let's really break this down. Like, no funny. So, Trick Williams. Let's talk about y'all saying that he's not ready for the main roster. He shouldn't go to the main roster. Your main reason is you think he's going to suffer from bad booking, which is possible. Anybody who come up from NXT can suffer from bad booking, bro. It's not just Trick Williams. Or I know the main reason, which I'll get to the main reason why y'all say that. But let me just say this. Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes are two different people. I'm more of a Carmelo Hayes guy. I'm actually not the biggest Trick Williams fan. I like Trick Williams. I like what he's done in NXT, multi-time NXT champion, NXT North American champion. Really made a name for himself once him and Carmelo Hayes split up. And I really like the work that he's done so far. And I thought that he earned the right to go to the main roster. But I am more of a Carmelo Hayes guy. I still think Carmelo Hayes will win the United States Championship at WrestleMania. And they're playing the long game with Carmelo Hayes, which, listen, I'm not a fan of. I think it's terrible. I hate the way that they booked him. I hate that he only won 50% of his matches in 2024, and he's only won one match in 2025. I absolutely hate it, but that's what they're doing. I'm going to wait and see what happens, and if he doesn't get what he's going to get, then, you know what I'm saying, I got to move on. Just like I was about to move on from the Street Profits, but, you know, luckily, I did predict that they were going to come back at Royal Rumble, and now, you know, we're going to see what's good with them. I think Trick Williams might have a different fortune, and this is why, right? Trick Williams is bigger. Number one, as far as stature, his stature is bigger. So it would be very difficult for them to justify why Trick Williams will be getting beat up by certain guys that either he's the same size as or they're bigger than him. But it's not like Braun Strowman, to me, he's a big guy. But if Braun Strowman's throwing around Trick Williams and stuff like that, I'm kind of like, that's kind of cap. Trick Williams is not a small guy. To say the least. So Trick Williams getting thrown around, getting beat up by Braun Strowmans or Bronson Reeds and stuff like that, that don't fly with me. The only way you will have Trick Williams getting beat like the way that Carmelo Hayes has been going through his booking in 2024 is that he will have to lose to very heavy opposition, which is not always a bad thing, which in Carmelo Hayes' case, right? He lost to Andrade. Andrade is a veteran. He's a really, really good superstar in ring. He's my favorite superstar. So it's not like Carmelo Hayes' booking is absolutely horrible. The issue is that it's kind of it's not if it was a concurrent story, like him losing is a part of an overarching story that's gonna be like a coming of age. Oh, now he's gonna become one of the biggest guys ever. Like, okay, then it will make sense. But we're not gonna know that until we get closer to the end. Right now, it just looks like you just book Carmelo Hayes to lose. You book Carmelo Hayes to not have a good Royal, like his Royal Rumble showing the year prior. Was it the year prior? I think it was the year prior. Is better than his Royal Rumble showing this year. He was the first guy to get eliminated this year. And I think they did that on purpose. If all this is a part of some grand story to, hey, I took losses, Melo don't miss, I missed a lot, but I ain't missed when I got this US championship, then cool, that's a good story. I don't think that's what the story is, but I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled. But like I said, Trick Williams is different, bro. Because why do y'all want him to stay on NXT for? What? He's not ready for the main roster, but what else can he do on NXT? Just keep fighting people? He can help enhance the... No, bruh. You know how many people NXT got on that roster? Other people can help enhance. They just got Ricky Starks. They didn't bring up Ethan Page, which is another guy who I said he could be in the United States title scene, not win it, but like be a part of that division. But you still got Ethan Page, who's about to elevate Javon Evans. You got Javon Evans. Trick Williams doesn't need to be on NXT. NXT got guys. Some guys just aren't being used, or they're being used in low-level storylines. Like Ashante the Adonis could easily, if they drop that horrible BT Tyler Perry gimmick, he could easily move up a little bit and be a part of the NXT North American Championship scene. You know what I'm saying? And him and Carmen could do stuff, and he could win the belt, and Carmen could be like the leader to his Edge. Obviously not that caliber, but that like the Melina and Johnny Nitro type of vibe. Trick Williams. Y'all want Trick Williams to be a 3-time NXT, 3-time, 4-time, 5-time NXT champion? Oh, he's gonna be the Booker T at NXT. He's gonna be the 5-time NXT champion. Nobody wants to see that, gang. Like, listen, I could wait till after Stand and Deliver. If Stand and Deliver, we have Trick Williams versus Obafemi. Obafemi beats him definitively because they gotta run their ones. If they run their ones and Obafemi beats Trick Williams, then he goes to the main roster. That's a good way to do it. I'm cool with that. But y'all said, no, he's not ready for the main roster. He's going to get that Carmelo Hayes treatment. He's not a good talker. He got a lisp. I really only hear the lisp when y'all say it. Because I don't be paying that much attention to... I'm not listening to his speech pattern. I'm listening to what he says. I hear the lisp when y'all mention it. But if y'all talking about he's bad, what's old boy that's in NXT, the fake Randy Orton? Is it Miles Bourne? What's his name? Y'all know... What y'all know who I'm talking about, the fake Randy Orton that's part of not Charlie Dempsey. Yeah, Charlie Dempsey stable. When he talk, it sound like he gargling Listerine, bro. Like literally. Well, no disrespect, gang. You good, or you good wrestler, but when he talk, it's like I'm like, bro, this is unbearable, gang. This is unbearable. But y'all talking about Trick Williams? No one. Let me make this clear. There are less than 10 superstars in WWE that have all the intangibles. Can wrestle, can talk, is a draw, has the best entrance music. No, there are not very... Your favorite wrestler is not... unless your favorite wrestler is the upper echelon, the 1% in WWE, they don't have everything, gang. Like, we love Roxanne Perez, but let's not pretend like Roxanne Perez's promos are not good. Let's not pretend like Roxanne Perez's promos are not good. I love Roxanne Perez. Let's not pretend that Andrade not having Zelina Vega or not being able to cut a promo in English like more than 5 words in a congruent sentence is not bad. Same with Stephanie Valkyrie. Julia, their speech patterns are broken up, but y'all don't give them slack, or y'all should give them slack. So if Trick Williams isn't the greatest on the mic, he's not. He's Trick Williams. When Trick Williams talking on the mic, I thought Trick Williams was like from Alabama or something like that. Ain't he from like Philly? I'm like, why does Trick Williams sound like he's from Mississippi? It's like he's talked like a Mississippi pimp almost. Like I don't. It's kind of weird to me, but like that's how bro talk. But it's all right, bro. Nobody's perfect, bro. You could be a 5 in a promo area, but if you're a 10 in the in-ring area, you're a 8 in the entrance, or your aura is a 9, that makes up for that, bro. That's perfectly fine. Like, y'all be wanting people to be perfect wrestlers. There are few and far between perfect wrestlers. And then even when somebody says somebody a perfect wrestler, y'all still got a problem with that. Like, if I said Seth Rollins is a perfect wrestler, well, somebody's going to say he's overrated. Somebody's going to say he's not going to know Mike. Somebody's going to say this. I don't think CM Punk is a perfect wrestler. But if I said CM Punk's a perfect wrestler, somebody's going to have a problem with it. So if we're not going to agree on it, then there's no point in even like using that as an argument. That's a cop-out argument. He's not the great talker. None of them is great talkers. Is Tiffany Stratton a great talker? Huh? Is Braun Breaker a great talker? Huh? And then the ones who great talkers not that great in the ring. LA Knight's a great talker, but his in-ring skill is not that great, gang. No one can be perfect at everything. There are few and far between. Perfect, flawless wrestlers, barely. So it's like a basketball player. He can shoot threes, but he can't play defense. He can play defense, but he can't shoot threes. He's a big man, but he can't play the paint, but he can shoot threes. He's a big man. He don't play defense, but he could pass. He's a triple double machine. Like what are we talking about? Like seriously. That's a cop out to me. I'm sorry. I don't care what none of y'all say. Y'all want Trick Williams, let him stay on the main roster and keep developing. He been on the main roster for how many years? They've been on the main roster since hella long. Five, 4 years, 6 years, something like that. Come on, gang. Come on, bro. Develop what, bro? It's over. Once you're a multi-time NXT champion, which you don't have to be, it's over. When Keith Lee won the NXT North American Championship, NXT Championship, it was time to get up. He got screwed. Once Andrade won the NXT Championship, it was time to get up. Once Braun Breaker, multi-time NXT Champion and the NXT Tag Team Champion, it was time to get up. Once Carmelo Hayes was NXT Champion, North American Champion, and then had a feud with Trick Williams to help put him over, it was time to get up. Tiffany Stratton, it was time to get up. Roxanne Perez's time to get up is now. She loses that Vengeance Day, I don't want to see her at Stand and Deliver unless it's just her and Cora Jade straight up. I'll watch that, but it's time to get up after that. You want to talk about people who still need to develop in NXT? The Cora Jades of the world, the Nikita Lyons of the world, the Jada Parkers, the Kalanis, I don't think Tony D'Angelo's ready for the main roster just yet. Though, the Javon Evans of the world. Obafemi, to me, can get called up, but let him get some burn in NXT. Let him be a long-reigning NXT champion. Let him get some more burn. Then once he's done with that, then it's time to get up, bro. Trick Williams has been there for hella long, bro. He's had feuds. If WWE feels like those feuds haven't propelled him to the level that he should be at, then I don't know what to tell you. You're actually hurting him more by keeping him in NXT and hindering him from what he could be on the main roster. You see what someone with a dope entrance can do. Jey Uso. Trick Williams could have a baby Jey Uso type of run. Trick Williams ceiling could be IC champion within his first 5 years, and I would be happy with that. We need to go back to the title reigns that dudes had the title for like 30, 40, 50 days. Also, that's also a thing we need to do so that we can spread the love a little bit more, build the accolades. And then even when they don't have the championship, we can say, well, he did have the championship like a couple months ago. So, you know what I'm saying? Him just being in a mid-card feud is not a horrible thing. Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes running it back while Carmelo Hayes just had the United States Championship but lost it to somebody is not a bad idea in theory. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand why you think that's not a good idea. Isn't that a good idea? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, y'all say not... Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Triple H's booking. First things first, bro. I don't know how many times I've said this. Y'all gonna keep ignoring it. Triple H doesn't have the final say-so in everything that goes on in that company. I'm gonna say it again. Triple H is not Vince McMahon. Nick Khan has more staying than Triple H. Triple H is just the guy who's shown more, who's interact with the fans, who's behind the production with the headset. Nick Khan and the executives, TKO, even The Rock probably, most likely, has more say-so than Triple H. You think Triple H and Shawn Michaels said, you know what, let's make Ava the GM? No, The Rock said do that. Say, hey, I want my daughter to do something. Y'all think she can wrestle? You know what? She's not that great wrestler. She better be the damn GM, something. Like, y'all think Triple H said, you know what, man? I think Jey Uso should be champion. TKO was like, hey, bruh, Jey Uso selling hella merchandise. I get whatever story you're trying to tell. You didn't let him really get it off as IC champion and sell more merch. We could have sold a Jey Uso belt. And now, you know what? He better run away Rumble. He got to be a world champion because we want that merch. We want that money. I don't think Triple H would make that decision. The decision Triple H would make is DIY being tag team champions. But then TKO was probably like, hey, bro, the Street Profits are hella popular and they can sell hella merch. Let's get them back on TV. You know what I'm saying? That's just speculation. But, bro, he don't make all the decisions. I've had this told to me by someone who's actually in the wrestling business. Shout out to Corey Williams. Hot Chocolate Corey Williams. He wrestled in the Memphis wrestling and WCW. Told me Triple H is like expert level wrestling. I talked to him about this as well. Triple H is like the president, and TKO, Nick Khan, they Congress. The president can't do certain things without going through them first. He's just the guy that we see. You don't know who's on Congress, the chairs and all the House of Representatives unless you look it up. But you see the president though. That's what Triple H is. Like I don't know how many times I gotta reiterate that, but y'all don't care. Y'all just like to like I understand. We upset with the booking, with the black wrestler males for show. We upset with booking, period. But like, bro, I'm not gonna come on every video, every discussion, and keep bringing that up because it's not gonna change like drastically. Like that's something that's an issue. Yes, I acknowledge that for sure. But it's like, bro, there are other aspects to why certain things don't happen. Trick Williams should be on the main roster. If internally they don't think he's ready to be on the main roster, or they just want to have one more match with Obafemi before he gets to the main roster, I have no issue with that. No, I have no issue with him and Obafemi running one at Stand and Deliver. But if they don't think he's ready for the main roster, that's kind of a problem, because why don't you think he's ready? After he's been a multi-time NXT champion, North American champion, either he sucks or that's on you. You haven't got him to that level, which he's made a main roster appearance with Jey Uso and the crowd was going crazy. At minimum, you know he's going to be a draw for the mid-card scene at minimum. So why not utilize him? That's what I don't understand. Why not? He needs to develop more. Bro, listen. Once you in the performance center, like, here, let me break it down for y'all. A lot of people be still in a performance center for the first 1 to 2 years of them signing that WWE contract. Then they pop up on NXT. They'll be on NXT for like 1 to 5 years maybe, or whatever the case may be. If you haven't developed what you need to get by then, it's kind of like, gang. So we're really going to trust you to get whatever you need to get once you get to the main roster. If you don't got something on NXT, you probably never going to have it. Respectfully, bro, because you was in PC for 2 years, you was on NXT for 5 years, so that's 7 years of your life, and you still not ready to be on SmackDown or Raw. That's nasty, bro. That's nasty work. Unless you work with him like somebody like Ricochet. Ricochet cannot develop and become the greatest promo of all time. So what they did at AEW is they used his weaknesses as a strength, and now he's going crazy. Now he's a draw. So y'all talk about Trick Williams talking. Trick Williams talking isn't bad. Y'all talk about a lisp that people barely, come on, like, y'all, that's hella nitpicky. Hella people got speech impediments on the roster that be talking. I be like, this motherfucker sound like Sylvester the Cat, suffering succotash. All right? Like, relax, bro. They give him good dialogue no matter how he sound. Look, he's convincing stature-wise, all right? So as long as he can sound a little bit more convincing, he's good. I will say sometimes in promos is like, well, you see, I'm gonna whoop that trick. I'm the realest, PD. Like, all right, bro, I don't want to hear all that. Like, just, you sound like a Mississippi pimp. Just talk regular, gang. Just, if that's your aggressive voice, we gotta figure something out. Maybe you talk like Batman or something. I'm Trick Williams. Like, I don't know. We gotta fix that. But it's not horrible. It's tolerable. So that's my opinion. Like, when him and Carmelo Hayes was together, and he was talking for Carmelo. Well, he wasn't really talking for Carmelo Hayes, but he was talking. He was killing it. When they had them segments in the barbershop, Trick Williams was killing it. So I don't, like, why y'all flip flop all the time. Like, if y'all say he was ready right after the stuff with Carmelo Hayes, why he not ready now? And he's gotten better since then. The Triple H is booking. Everybody suffers from bad book. What? It's nothing we can do. The booking not gonna get better. You got to be above the booking. It's wrestlers who, no matter what type of booking situation they get in, they're so over with the crowd, they're so beloved by us that they're above the booking. And then finally, when they get a belt, we happy about it. But they're above the book. Chad Gable is above the booking. We know Chad Gable is great. Dominic Mysterio is above the booking. We know he should be having more singles matches and be way more popular than he is. Carmelo Hayes is above the booking because we know what Carmelo Hayes can do. Do y'all not understand that? That's just how it is. We can't complain about this shit every fucking day. It's nothing's gonna happen. All right? We can't complain about it every day. It sucks. I want to complain, but not every day. Let's watch it, see what happens, and if by the end of the story it doesn't progress, then we can get on their ass. And I will be there to do so with y'all. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, man. Like, comment, subscribe. They for love, support as always. Join the Discord. Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Join Ed Fluid Sports live. I will be there. We're doing a great debate. Is it better to be a better in-ring worker versus being a draw? I will be there. We will be debating on teams with my guy Rage Man Reg, Wrestling with Things, my guy Sammy, my guy Expert Level Wrestling will be there as well. So that was fun, man. Hope y'all already had this conversation. I'll talk to y'all later, man. I'm about to go get a haircut. Hey, yo, y'all stop walking around like Napoleon Dynamite. Go get a haircut, bro. Go get a trim. Let me show y'all. You see, look, I'm about to get my shape up, my shaping tape. I'm about to like a whole different person. I'm about to cut this long, got this long Rick Rude mustache developed. I'm about to cut this. My beard, I ain't cutting the beard. I'm just gonna shape the beard up, and I'm gonna look like a new man. So I'll talk to y'all later, man. Peace out. Teach me how to dug it. Teach me.